Hey, Pisces, intuitive soul coach here with your September 2022 full moon reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Pisces and take a look at what this full moon in your sign has in store for you. So just a friendly reminder, these are general readings. Please do take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or even entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so Pisces, Mercury goes retrograde in the sign of Libra on the 9th of September. Then on the full moon, your first house is activated, which is all about you. So you may be going through some personal realizations at this time. You may be reevaluating the course of your life, your journey. I do feel for you, you're taking a look at what has worked in the past, what has not, and you may be revisiting stories, memories. You may be having a little bit of nostalgia around this time for the good old days or the memories. I'm seeing somebody holding, it could be either a yearbook or it is a photo album, and maybe looking at memories or mementos that have come before you. They're also giving me a song as I was meditating on your space prior. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. So if that resonates with you, please take it as it does. Now, Pisces, you have Capricorn, Cancer, and Scorpio in your energy here. Now, you may have these placements in your chart. You may be dealing with others who have these placements in their chart, or you're just embodying these energies all together. Now, right away in the sign of Capricorn, we have unleash your kindest self. Now, this is about you being kind and compassionate to yourself first and foremost. That's what I'm feeling intuitively for you, Pisces. And some of you, you give so much of your big, beautiful hearts to others. This is about you being kind and giving back to yourself. So a lot of self-love, self-reevaluation showing up for you this month. So it'd be a wonderful time to treat yourself to the things that bring you happiness, to the things that bring you joy. We also have this Cancerian energy, which says relax. And when we go into Mercury retrograde, I always say take a look at all of the RE words such as replenish, reevaluate, rejuvenate, but most importantly, relax. It's time for you to take a little bit of that downtime and enjoy some of those moments, some of those memories that have happened prior, but also set new goals for yourself. I do sense here that you are going to embrace the now quite fully, which is beautiful. So what you're doing is you may have a little bit of nostalgia for the times that have passed, but you're letting that be the catalyst to become a better version of yourself, Pisces. And your final card in Scorpio here is going deeper. I do sense by Scorpio season, so around that November energy, even towards the end of October, you may go really deep within yourself, and you may change either a limiting belief that you've had for quite some time, Pisces, or you may actually go deep into your soul and have a course or take a course correction or direction. I'm just sensing that some of you are completely going in a new path, and maybe you thought your life was going to go, but it's going to bring a lot of happiness for you. Yes, it may be a change. Now, of course, we don't see the tower coming up here, but I feel like it's more of a wheel of fortune type of change where destiny and fate are intervening. And I feel like you're on this next maybe 10-year cycle. For some of you, there could be something within 10 years, something that's happened for you in finances, within relationships, even a home. Some of you may have been in a home for 10 years. They're just giving me within the 10-year time frame. Some of you set out a very important goal for yourself maybe 10 years ago, and you may be wrapping it up this year as well. So we're going to take a look at your energy. We're going to see how we can help you navigate through retrograde, what you're releasing during the full moon. We'll dive into your untapped spiritual gifts and greatest strengths. We'll get messages from your spiritual team along with how you can continue on your journey growing and evolving. So right away, we do have 5 of materials, 5 of pentacles. So I do feel like a lot of you are working towards your health and your finances. So when the 5 of pentacles shows up, this can be about fluctuation in your health, and you may be taking a look and saying, well, I don't feel the vitality or energy that I've once felt. I might start eating in a different way. I might start this exercise regime, or I'm going to cut down on sugars or alcohol or smoking, or there's just an energy where you're taking a look at your health and where you would like it to be versus where it is. And that's what you may be diving deeper into this month, Pisces. For others of you, this is career. 5 of Pentacles can be about taking a look at your finances and making some changes in your material world. Some of you may be buying or selling a home. Some of you may be changing or shifting jobs. Remember earlier when I said course correction? Some of you may have a job, a career, or a business that you've been in or you may be going towards. And I feel that the deeper you dig, you may decide to go in a completely new direction. Some of you may decide to retire if you can, or decide to move across the country or live on less. Now, I do feel that some of you, maybe you do have plenty of money. Maybe you are continuing to save, but I'm just hearing less is more when it comes to certain things in your life. Now, this could also mean that some of you could be fall cleaning. You could be getting rid of the things that you don't use in your home, in your garage, in your attic, in a guest bedroom, or even in your junk drawers. It's a perfect time to reorganize and revamp your space. I just heard that some of you may be either redecorating an office or a book nook area as well. Could even be a spiritual area that's connected to an office space. So please take that as it resonates. But the 5 of Pentacles, you're taking a look at your material, your finances, and your health here. So what are you looking at specifically? The King of Materials, the Muse of Materials here. This is the King of Pentacles. Some of you went through a very materialistic phase of your life. You wanted to accumulate things, but what you're realizing now is emotional wealth is the most of utmost importance in your life. It doesn't mean that financial wealth isn't great, and some of you are definitely achieving that financial wealth, but money can't buy happiness, and that's something you are digging deeper into. It certainly helps. It certainly can help, and I feel like you are aligning the emotional wealth with the financial wealth here. So if you were struggling financially, you may have found yourself struggling emotionally. But what I am sensing here for you is you are chasing your dreams. You're doing something that you're passionate about, or you're heading in that direction, and that could be what you're doing during this month. That may be what you're going deeper in around Scorpio season, because this King of Pentacles can be about focusing on success, focusing on stability, but emotionally it may come from a place of really wanting to help people, or really wanting that stability and abundance for the people that you love. Now, you are a reliable leader. You're a reliable person, Pisces, and people look up to you. You've worked your way to the top here, or you will continue working your way and climbing to the top, whether you're a business owner or you work for someone else, because you're not afraid to put in that hard work. You're not afraid to build your empire and enjoy the riches that life has to offer. Now, those riches can mean something something different to each and every one of you. It could be having a vehicle that runs. It could be being able to go on a yacht and take a vacation in the Maldives. Whatever this is here for you, I feel like you are building up this success and you're sharing it with the people that you love as well. So what we have is the Ace of Inspiration. This is what's going on in your energy. It's what you're striving for. You're getting rid of anything that holds you back from chasing those dreams, those desires, those passions. When this Ace of Inspiration, which is the Ace of Wands, shows up in your energy, this is one of the most positive, beautiful cards in the entire deck. This is about you feeling like you have a new sense of purpose, like you came here on earth with a reason here to thrive, to grow, to help others, to spread light and love and happiness. And I feel like you are reinventing yourself, Pisces, from the inside out. And I'm just getting this sense for you that you're doing what is important for yourself, and you're doing what you love here by unleashing this kindest part of you. A lot of you may be caretakers or empaths. You help out other people. Even if that's not your professional job, on a personal level, people look up to you because you are very nurturing. They're giving me that Empress energy where you may be very nurturing, you may be very motherly, or you may help people in times of need. And I feel like it's a perfect month to give yourself some of that attention and love that you put out there. Some of you are getting that in return as well from other people. So let's take a look here and see what may be showing up during retrograde and how we can help you navigate through this energy. What is going on here for Pisces? Yeah, 10 of inspiration. There it is. The Mr. or Mrs. Fix-It type of personality, or the energy of I can take it all on myself. I can take on these heavy burdens. Do you want to take them on? Not necessarily, but do you feel in certain situations that you have to? Absolutely. Now, you may feel like you're carrying a lot during retrograde. You may feel at times that you need to release these burdens, eliminate what's not working, delegate either more tasks or more responsibility to other workers. It could be your own children, your own family, because you may be carrying a lot of the weight on your shoulders. Some of you need a good shoulder or neck massage, I just heard as well, because when we tend to be in this 10 of Wands energy, we feel like we're carrying and shouldering a lot, and that can actually manifest in the physical form of that shoulder blade area, also the shoulders and the neck. So some of you, it's very important to release those heavy burdens, to prioritize and to relax, because what comes after a 10? The Ace of Wands here. Endings bringing new beginnings. So I do feel like there is a cycle ending for you, Pisces, that's going to leave you feeling very good. Even though we have the Four of Materials here, I feel like you're managing your resources, you're taking a look at your finances, you're building that stability up for yourself. But this is saying here, don't hang on too tightly to a limiting belief that may be about scarcity or money. It could be a limiting belief about a person in the past. It could be about hanging on to some resentment or anger from an argument that may have happened 5 days ago or 5 weeks ago, even 5 years ago. I feel like you're opening yourself up to more love, and you're opening yourself up because you're walking away from what no longer serves you. I feel for some of you, you may be steering clear of drama. You may be steering clear of shouldering other people's stuff because you know that it does bring you down, especially if you are that empath. So during retrograde here, walk away from anything that no longer serves you, because what is this 8 of Cups, 8 of emotions walking towards? They're 9 of Cups. They're wish fulfillment here. So remember to stay compassionate, stay kind, and remember that life is happening for you, not to you. So let's dive into your untapped spiritual gifts and your greatest strengths. Thank you, Spirit. Right away, untapped gifts. So this is one of my favorite parts of the reading, because your untapped spiritual gifts, Pisces, this is what you've tapped into in this lifetime, but what we are learning to fully embrace at our fullest potential. Page of emotions, absolutely. Now the page of emotions here is the Page of Cups, and this is about not letting the emotions hold us back, not letting them completely take over, because you can be very emotional at times, Pisces. You are this water energy here. And this Page of Cups is very playful. Your spiritual gifts are your playfulness and your inquisitive nature to love. Sometimes you wear your heart on your sleeve. Sometimes you have such a big heart that you would be willing to give the shirt off your back to help somebody else here. But the reason why this is untapped is because you haven't quite fully embraced how to give that love back to yourself. When this Page of Cups shows up, you've received a lot of messages in your lifetime that have either been very romantic, it has been very emotional to your heart. I'm just getting unexpected emotional news many times throughout your life. And when this Page of Cups shows up, this is about you taking a look at your sensitivities as a gift and not as a curse. Because sometimes when we're highly empathic, like I said earlier in your reading here, we can think of that as a curse because we feel so deeply and we take on an energy of its own at times. It's okay to go deeper because this is a gift of yours. But again, like I said earlier, make sure you're putting some of that of what you give out back into yourself. So will you fully embrace and tap into this energy in this lifetime? Absolutely. Now, your greatest strength can help you harness this energy of your untapped gifts. And we have this Libran energy of justice. Now, some of you may have Libra as your rising sign or even as your moon sign. And it's very important because we do have that Mercury in retrograde in the sign of Libra, which can affect relationships as well. But the justice energy here is the news of emotional nature that you receive throughout your life. It may seem unfair, it may seem imbalanced, or it may seem unjust. But what I'm sensing here is your greatest strength is to balance up those emotions, balance up the energy. There's karma. Some of you have dealt with a karmic cycle, a karmic person, or a karmic lesson here in this lifetime that you will complete, you will conquer, and you will thrive from. Your soul is here to advance, and advance you certainly will. Now, some of you have been going through maybe even a legal issue, a legal battle, or some sort of legality that I feel like there will be justice. This is your greatest strength here, is to bring balance to the lives of others. Now, some of you may actually work in the legal field as well. So please take that as it resonates. But these are beautiful gifts to embrace. They are great strengths. And make sure that you know being empathic and highly sensitive and highly intuitive is a wonderful gift that you can harness and embrace in this lifetime, because that page of emotions is quite intuitive as well. And they do listen to their heart. They lead with their heart. And I feel like you certainly are leading with your heart in a lot of areas, especially if you are wanting to feel more fulfilled on that emotional level when it comes to your career or just your life in general. If you want to feel more full in your relationships, if you want to feel more full in your career or towards your goals, I sense that this untapped gift is something you're really going to dive into here by November. Now let's take a look, Pisces, and see what messages your spiritual team has for you. Now this is your guides, your angels, your loved ones, Mother, Father, God, your pets, your animals. This is the overall energy. Could be specific people coming in here as well. Now I did get that song, You Are My Sunshine. Now some of you may have heard that on the radio and it may resonate with you from a loved one who's crossed over. Now, right away here, we have forgiveness, and it says holding on to resentment and anger can prevent or even suffocate spiritual growth. Resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of human emotions. The act of forgiveness in its own right is equally incredibly powerful, and it has the capacity to heal and transform. Now, some of you are forgiving a parent, some of you forgiving a child, or you're working through this energy during retrograde. This could be a partner or a lover. It could also be a coworker or even your own self. And that's why it has here, unleash your kindest self. This is about you showing compassion to others and yourself. But also, I feel like you're going through a very transformational shift at this time where it's going to alter your course, possibly because you've forgiven someone. And because you've done that, maybe hopefully sooner rather than later, or because it's something that was a soul lesson for you here in this lifetime, it's actually altering your fate in a positive way here. Because again, it's unleashing that healing power and that transformative power. Next, we have dream talk. Now, like I mentioned earlier, you're highly intuitive anyway, Pisces, but this full moon is going to heighten your gifts of sensitivity here. You may be dreaming about people that you haven't seen for 20 years. Some of you may be dreaming of loved ones who have crossed over or pets that have crossed over. Some of you may be dreaming of premonitions. I usually, I'm highly intuitive, but I don't dream of premonitions per se, but I will say the last few weeks I have been having premonition dreams. And so I feel like a lot of people, even if their gifts aren't the gift of clairvoyance or clairsentience or even clairaudience, you're going to notice an increase in other senses of yours that are really activated at this time, Pisces. So pay attention to your dreams, because the universe is trying to get your attention at this time. It says your subconscious constantly and subtly speaks through your dreams. It's just one of the many ways voice and with your soul. And those here in the spirit world can reach out and communicate with you through signs, symbols, messages, and more. Beautiful energy. Some of you may actually be dreaming of water and trains as well. There could be some sort of communal transportation that you may be dreaming of. Now, it could be a bus, it could be a train, or even a plane, but I'm just getting some of you a train. There also, I hear a train in the background. Some of you may live by a train track, or you may have just went over a train track as you heard this. Please take that as it resonates. That's a sign from the universe. Certainly do ask what that means for you. Ask your higher self, and if all else fails, Google the meaning of train, because there's a lot of energy coming from dreams this month. Lastly, here we have give back. And whenever I get this card, this is about you being that giver, that you always put yourself out there, but receiving and giving in return. There's the equal give and take, and you have your greatest strength of justice, and that is about balance as well. So today, cast aside those routines, Pisces, and make your main purpose to serve. Is it serving others? Certainly could be, but I feel it's about serving your own self. It's about giving back without any thought of expectation. So for example, let's say you set yourself up a massage or a day to just go enjoy yourself, or to just journal or binge a show, whatever this is for you, female or male, it doesn't matter. But allow yourself to cast aside the routine that you normally have, and don't set expectations, and certainly don't have regrets for taking time out for yourself. Reach out and touch other people's spirit as well, because it's highly likely that your energy is going to affect others, but in a very positive way. Also, during retrograde, because you are that empath or that healer energy, Pisces, you may notice more people coming to you for advice, for support, for guidance. Completely up to you how you want to partake in that energy. But first and foremost, make sure your own cup is filled, okay? Because you can tend to carry those burdens. So let's take a look and see what your soul really wants you to question at this time to help steer you on the right track here. I feel like you're certainly on the right track, but to help keep you motivated. What do we need here to know from your own soul to help keep you motivated? You can ask yourself here, Pisces, am I apologizing for my truth? Do some of you find yourselves saying, I'm sorry often, or, oh goodness, I shouldn't have done that, or I'm sorry, I'm so sorry about my schedule, or if you find yourself, again, just putting up this energy of apologizing for your truth. Now, if that is you, Pisces, what part of you is apologizing for your truth and why? I mean, absolutely. If the apology is necessary, which in certain circumstances it most certainly is, but if you find yourself in a repetitive pattern of apologizing, maybe it's something deeper that you can dive into. Today is soul action. Today, be proud of your truth. Catch yourself when you want to apologize or withhold parts of it. You never know whose life you will change when you are brave enough to speak it. Be the lighthouse that shines on the courage that lives in all of us. This will give others permission to speak their own truth. There is room for all of us. Today's mantra, Pisces, courage is contagious. Absolutely. And I feel like you are courageous. That is why people go to you. That is why people love to be around your energy. You will continue to thrive. You will continue to shine that beautiful light that you have, but make sure during this full moon and during this retrograde season that you're not taking on everybody else's stuff and not paying attention to your own, especially your own health and your own finances. I know this was in another reading, but it's coming up again. Now, I'm trying to think of what reading that was. It could have been either Capricorn, possibly Scorpio. So if you have those placements in your chart, you may want to check that out. Or if some of you have children that may be a Capricorn or Scorpio or even Leo, I just heard as well. They're showing me a hole in the pocket. Now, some of you may feel like you're burning through money, or you may be loaning out money. So take that as it resonates. Some of you need to kind of rein in those boundaries regarding financial discipline. All right, let's take a look here and see how you have grown. How have you grown, Pisces? Now, this isn't just grown over this moon cycle. This is how you've grown over the course of, now for you, please take it as it resonates. It could be 10 weeks, it could be 10 months, it could be 10 years. So we're going to take a look at how you've grown and action steps that you can take to continue growing on your soul's journey. You have the Judgment card. This is about a major awakening. You remember in the beginning of your reading, we talked about a course correction or a redirection of a certain area of your life. The Judgment or Awakening card is about changing your life for the better because you are not ignoring your calling or your purpose. This is about a redemption, a rebirth. This is my Mercury retrograde card as well. And it's a time for you to take a look at all of those wounds, all of those judgments that you've put onto yourself or others, all of the change that has transpired, and for you to allow yourself to have a second chance in whatever area of your life that you would like to do over. And like I always say, Pisces, it's not about starting completely over from scratch. You are starting from experience. And I feel like you are having an awakening. You will continue to grow and thrive in this new version of you, whatever this looks like, whatever direction. If you are completely picking up and starting over in a brand new location, a brand new country, for some of you, you're changing career paths. For others of you, you may be leaving or entering a soulmate or soul contract with another person, whether a romantic relationship or a family relationship or a friendship here as well. And in order for you to continue growing on your soul's journey, continue taking inspired action. You have the Knight of Inspiration. Knight of Wands. This Knight of Wands is very passionate, very excited, and he's chasing those adventures because he's brave enough to move forward. He knows that he's a warrior here, and you most certainly are, Pisces. This is about you being that instinctual leader, being very action-oriented and continuing to get things done quite quickly, I feel as well, when you set your mind to it. So whatever this Ace of Cups is Ace of Wands is for you, that's showing up on your path. Whatever dreams you're chasing, whatever new goals you're setting out for yourself, I feel like you will continue to take action to make your dreams come true. Now, I know it's not 4th of July in the States here, but some of you may actually see fireworks, or you may see them on TV as well. You can see the fireworks in the background, but they're showing me bursts of fireworks at this time. So, I mean, this could be a song that you hear, fireworks, that has fireworks in it. It could be that you hear fireworks on the radio, or there could be an event or something of that nature that shows up. There could even be train tracks near these fireworks. They keep showing me that train again as well. So a lot of messages showing up for you this month for Mercury retrograde and for the full moon. All right, Pisces, last but not least, let's get a message from the wisdom of the Oracle. What do you need to know for this full moon in your sign, which is all about you? This is about you reinventing yourself, a second chance here. Oh, I love this energy. We have card 48, which is the card of being poised. Poised. This is about being ready for this next step of your life here. And I'm just going to read to you the message from the guidebook. This is about bringing something to light, which it does talk about you being that lighthouse earlier. And it says, you have every reason to feel confident. You have everything you need to make your success concrete is now at your disposal. You can take action knowing that you are ready to step into your power, into your light, and into your service to the world. The direction you are moving is in your destiny. Yes, we talked about destiny and fate stepping in here. Your soul is smiling with joy as you align with this truth. Yes. So even though you are in the midst of Mercury retrograde during this full moon for you, I feel like it's just the time again to reevaluate. Take a look at the positive things that have happened in the past and the things that have worked. But ultimately, it's your time to shine. This full moon is highlighting your first house. This is about you being ready to make that change in your life, to transform from the inside out, to bring that great success to your life, Pisces. So whatever this is for you, you're ready to shine. I hope this resonates, Pisces. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, comment, like, subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to next time. Lots of love, Pisces.